if you need a little boost of courage and confidence in your life right now, and let's face it, who doesn't need a little boost of courage and confidence in their life right now? We live in a scary time. It's wildly intense out there. The world, as we've known it, is collapsing. We are in this collective dismantling of old ways, and the new has not yet emerged. And so many of us are experiencing fear. Now, here's the thing about fear. We are told in so many spiritual traditions that fear is something to get rid of. And I will argue that fear is really necessary. And you know that. You're an adult. You know that fear is a necessary thing in order to live your life in a way that you survive, in a way that keeps you going, in the way that brings you into tomorrow. So the thing that I think is really fascinating about courage is that it isn't the experience of not having fear, but rather the ability to walk the line between where fear is protecting you and where fear begins to limit you, and the ability to dare to do the things that if you don't do that, you are constricting yourself and limiting your ability to express who you are, to live the way that you want to live, to love the way that you want to love, and not fall into the trap where saying having no fear is what you're looking for, because that is, can I just call it? I don't think I can call it what I want to call it, but it's just not the wisest way. So how do we weave courage and confidence in a way of wisdom, in a way of safety, in a way that supports us and more than us? Welcome to Mama Mandala, where magic is somatic. I'm Hagar. We're going to bring the magic of courage into our bodies right now. So if you have a yoga mat, fantastic. If you don't worry about it. Stand up tall at the top of your mat if you do, and place your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly. I'm going to face you for a moment, and then I'll turn around. Let your eyes soften. And when they're ready to close, you can just follow what your body is saying. When you're ready to close your eyes, let them close. And turn your attention to your breath. Let the breath fill you as you inhale and empty you out as you exhale. And when you're ready, engage your life deeply, which is an action that does require courage. It requires the ability to show up, and showing up is not always the easiest thing to do. There are situations that make us want to run away. So practice toning the back of the throat and engaging your breath as an engagement of your life. Slow breath that makes this resonant sound. Ujjayi in Sanskrit means triumphant. You're breathing triumphantly because by showing up, you are already triumphant. By engaging with what is going on in your life, by engaging life itself, you already are doing it as you're meant to do it. You are here right now in this moment, and you're showing up for yourself. And by showing up for yourself, you're showing up for something greater than yourself, because then you're going to walk back out into the world and bring to it something in you that is more grounded, that is more open. You'll be more daring, and therefore weave an inspired way of being into how you are living. With your exhalation, release your arms by your sides, and with a deep, slow inhale, reach your arms all the way up. As you exhale, slowly join your hands together and lower them through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. And then release your arms and inhale again, reach up. If you'd like to open your eyes and that feels good, go for it. Exhale, slowly lower your hands through the front of your face to the front of your heart. And the heart is where all the emotions, all the complexity of who we are live. Inhale, lives. Reach your arms all the way up. And it does take courage to show up to a heart that's open. Exhale, lower your hands to the heart. And show up in a way that also protects your heart when needed. Release your arms and reach up once more, all the way up with a deep inhale. And exhale, bend the knees and reach your hips back and your chest forward and fold forward into Uttanasana, forward bend. Fingertips down to the floor, crown of your head reaches towards the ground. Then inhale and extend your heart forward, halfway up, hips back. And exhale, slowly fold and bow deeply back in. Ground through the legs, hips back and chest forward to come up. Rise up, inhale. Meet yourself right where you are. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart without forcing anything. So confidence doesn't come from forcing. Confidence comes from showing up, and you already are here. Inhale and reach your arms up. And I'm saying that from a super humble place inside of me. Exhale, bend the knees, reach your hips back and your chest forward. I'll be really fully honest with you. Confidence is my life's work. Inhale, reach your heart forward and your hips back. So what I'm telling you is also what I tell myself. And man, that took courage to say out loud on the internet. Exhale, fall back in. And then ground the legs and rise up. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Doing the work that we know that we need to do on ourselves takes a lot of courage. Inhale, we're going to open the arms out to the sides. Open the heart and lift it a little bit up towards the sky. It doesn't need to be dramatic, just a little bit. And then exhale, bend the knees and bring your hands to your knees or to the thighs, the low thighs. Inhale, open the arms up and stand up tall. Reach the chest up, lift it. And then exhale, bring it back. So your knees bend, hips back, chest forward, hands to knees or thighs. And one more, inhale, reach up, open the arms out to the sides, lift your chest, and exhale, bring it back in. So you're balancing-ish. It's not always full balance, but in this movement, inhale, now come all the way up. You are moving between protection and openness, and you need both. Exhale, slowly lower your hands to your heart. And then release your arms. Interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch your arms back. Deep breath in. If interlacing your fingers behind your back is too much for you, please bring a strap or a shirt or a belt, something that you can hold behind you so the arms are a little separate from each other as you reach your arms back. Deep, slow inhale. And with an exhalation, bend your knees, hips back, chest forward. As you fold forward, bring your belly to your thighs, stretch the arms over the head. Let the crown of the head release towards the floor as you reach the arms long over the head. Breathe slow and deep, and with an inhalation, fingertips down to the floor, look forward, halfway up. Legs can be straight if that feels okay for you. And with an exhale, step your left leg back. Bring your left knee down to the floor. If this is too hard on your knee, you can bring a blanket to place underneath your knee, or you can fold the mat in the middle like that so that you have a little bit more padding. Reach your arms up, deep breath in. The toes in my back leg are tucked under so that my leg is a little stronger, and I want that for us right now. I want us to cultivate the strength that we need in order to discern in our process of facing our fears. So bringing strength physically, somatically, into how we're working with this quality Interlace the fingers behind your head and lift your chest up. Slow breath. Now, the tendency here, if you're very much of a backbender, is to lose a lot of your strength in your abdominal region and just open up the heart. And this is exactly what we're talking about, right? We want to find, again, not balance, but the ability to integrate the strength in our core, in who we are, to hold the center of ourselves, so the sides of the ribs pull in, and to open up the heart, to not let the fear of being open and expressive and giving lead us. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Step the back foot forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. And it's a delicate line. It's not, there's no easy answer here. Inhale, look forward. There's no prescription here. Exhale, step your right foot back. There's an exploration that we each bring into our own system at different moments in our lives. Reach your arms up. Inhale. If you need a padding for your back knee, please grab what you need, do what you need to do, and interlace your fingers behind your head. Breathe slowly. Strengthen here your legs again. So toes tucked under. Pull the right knee, the back knee, energetically without moving the leg forward towards your left heel, and pull your left heel back so that everything is pulling into the center. You're holding yourself. You're holding who you are. You're holding the transformation of who you are, because what you're holding isn't static. It's ever changing. Draw the front of the hip bones towards each other and the sides of the ribs towards each other, so your center is strong and anchored into. And with that, let your heart open. Bend deep into the front knee. Lift your chest. Lean your head back into your hands. There, your head is supported. You're not losing your head in the process of opening yourself. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly bring your hands down and step your back foot forward. Uttanasana. Forward bend, legs straight or knees bent, whatever you need. You can also put your hands on a block or on a couch or on a table. Inhale, look forward halfway. And exhale, slowly fold back in. Root down through the legs. If you need to, bend your knees on your way up. We're going to take the hips back and the chest forward. Circle the arms and rise up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart, continuing to connect to the heart of our being, to the courage of being who we are, to the complexity of being who we are. Who you are is not a simple one thing, right? You are a multitude of beings. Release your arms by your sides and interlace the fingers with the opposite index finger on top. So you had it one way, the way you're probably used to. Put the other way on top. And again, if you're working with a strap or a belt, do that. Deep breath in. Reach your arms back behind you. Open up through the front of your chest. And exhale, fold forward, knees bent or legs straight. Chest forward, hips back. Slow breath. Deep, slow inhale. Mindful exhale. Put as much weight on the balls of your feet as you do on your heels. So stabilize yourself as you reach for what your desires are, what your heart wants. It does take courage to go for what we want. And it's not necessarily always going to work out, right? Fingertips to the floor, inhale, look forward. And that's scary. It's really hard if you give something all your heart and then it doesn't work out. Oh my gosh. Exhale, step your left foot back. That's so hard. That's so painful. And yet, would you not do it again? Bend deep into your front knee. Reach your arms up. So strength, right? Strengthen your legs. Pull your legs towards each other and let that be a somatic experience of what you need in order to support yourself, going for what you need to go for, what you want to go for. Bend the left elbow and hold the left elbow with your right hand and bring the arm behind your head. So again, your head has support as you open up through your chest. Breathe slowly, but as you open up through your chest, the tendency would be to lose your core. So strengthen your abdominal region. Hip bones towards each other, sides of the ribs towards each other as you lean back and open up through your heart. Arms up, deep breath. Exhale, touch the ground and step the back foot forward. Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot back. Look, life is really complicated, especially now. Again, this is not an easy time. Inhale, come all the way up. Bend deep into your front knee. Bend the right elbow, hold the right elbow with your left hand and place the arm behind you. But the option of giving up or of not going for it, is that how we want to live? Right? Oh, and obviously, we each have to calculate things and figure out what's worth it, what isn't. Strong core, deep connection to who you are. And sometimes the connection to who we are is the connection to who we are cultivating, who we're calling into becoming. All the selves that we are, all the parts of us. Open up through the chest and give your head the support of your arm to open up. Deep breath, arms up. And exhale, touch the ground and step your back foot forward. Uttanasana, forward bend. Hold your elbows with your hands and fold in. Let the weight of your head carry the spine long towards the earth. Let even the weight of this contemplation in your mind lengthen you, open you, challenge you. It takes a lot of courage to challenge our beliefs, our views of the world. To open ourselves up to other ways of seeing and being. Now bend your knees and bring yourself down into a seated position and bring the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Move your hips a little bit side to side. If you need a little bit more support here, you can sit up on a blanket or a bolster, even a block, so something to lift your hips up. Because if you're finding yourself with your knees up and your back really rounded, it's probably not the best situation for you. So elevating your hips will help your knees go a little further down and the experience in your hip flexors be less intense. So support yourself. And that also does take courage. Hold your ankles. And again, it's like this fine line. We have to take care of ourselves, and we can't do it at the expense of somebody else. And we have to be there for more than ourselves, and that cannot be at the expense of ourselves. And so it's not balance, but it's this delicate line, it's this delicate tightrope walking of figuring out how much, what else is needed. Deep breath, as you hold your ankles, pull on your ankles, tilt your pubic bone down and lift your chest. And as you exhale, send your chest forward, heart toward your feet, and fold in. Now, if you're telling yourself, lady, you are crazy, hell no, then hell no it. Stay seated. Keep holding onto your ankles and lift up. And it takes a little bit, again, of discernment, like what is more needed right now? Do I want to challenge myself and go a little bit deeper to a place where it isn't easy but not harmful? Or do I need to back up because I'm hurting myself and I'm not in the room with you and I'm not inside your body? So I ask you with all my heart to take good care of yourself over there. Slow breath. You can fold forward. You can stretch your arms all the way forward, or you can keep your hands close in. You can make a little shelf for your head, for your forehead to lean on. Slow breath. Keep breathing. I'll send your chest forward, slowly come up and take a seat. We're going to finish with a little meditation with a mudra, with a gesture. This mudra is called Abhaya Hridayam, which means fearless heart or courageous heart. But as we've discussed, this is not about not having fear. It's about the place where fearlessness and fear meet. And that's where the deepest courage can take place, and where the most rooted and mature confidence can lead us from. So you're going to cross your right hand, your right wrist in front of your left. I'll come closer so that you can see what I'm doing. So right wrist, I'm not mirroring you. Right wrist in front of left, okay? And then you're going to interlace the index fingers, the middle fingers, skip your ring finger and interlace your pinkies, and then bring your ring finger and your thumbs to touch. Cool? You want to see it again? So you need to see it again. So release it if you want. Cross right wrist in front of left. Hook the index. Hook the middle fingers. Skip the ring. Hook your pinky. And bring your ring and your thumb to touch. And then allow your eyes to soften into the space between your hands. This space where fear and fearless meet and commingle and interact, because there is a commingling between the two. It's not just two separate. So when you walk the line, it's not so much of a two separate things. The two separate things often mix and become yet another thing. So it's a triangular conversation inside of you. And with your breath right now, call on the parts of you that need to come on whatever journey, whatever voyage, whatever process, whatever you are undergoing right now or needing to go on right now, and it scares the living crap out of you. And breathe those parts in. And as you breathe into the mudra, into your lungs, into the space between fear and fearlessness, allow yourself to hold the fear in a very tender place inside of you. You're not getting rid of it. You're not ignoring it. There's a tenderness with this part of you. And allow the most mature parts of you, the most wise parts of you to show up as well. Invite them in. If there's this little inner child, this part of you that's acting up, breathe as much love and understanding and spaciousness and whatever else you need into this part of you. And give yourself the gift of sitting in that space between fear and fearlessness, in the complexity of the power of courage in a world full of danger. And the power of fear as a protector. And the power of your confidence as this ever cultivated, evolved, generated, received, recreated process. And then allow your hands to release, to relax, Let them rest on your thighs for a moment and breathe. If you need to lie down to finish up with a Shavasana, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to send you off, and thank you so, so much for joining me for this practice of complex courageousness. I'm really grateful for your presence. I hope this was somewhat helpful for you. If it was, please share it with somebody. Put a like on this video to help it be seen by more people. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my Substack for Muse Medicine in general. I drop it every Monday. Right now in the summer, I'm spending more time with my kids, so it's a little less regular of a schedule. I'll be back to regular schedule in September. I am so grateful for your presence. And I will also leave for you a link. There's so much going on in the world. I will leave a link for you for a free ritual guide that I created, so that for whatever it is that's going on with you and whatever you're seeing and hearing in the collective, you can create your own ritual to face it, to deal with it, to cultivate the things that you need more deeply to call and create in your life. I will leave a link for this free ritual guide for you in the description of my video. And I am again sending you off with so much gratitude and love. Thank you so, so much. Namaste.